So 2 more weeks and then we enter the Pansa. And then what we do in the Pansa? Practice. No other work. Constantly busy with this, constantly busy with that. Thinking about this, what we need to repair, what we need to do, what we need to change. When we practice, we also think, what do we need to change? Do I sit like this? Do I sit like that? Do I use the Buddha? Do I use the breath? Why can't we stick to something? It's difficult. We need to train Samadhi. We need to get the mind. Understand that. It is important to get the mind completely quiet. And for this, we need to stick to one object. And always when the mind goes out, return to that object. That's called training in Samadhi. And why can't we do it? Because we believe the thoughts. It is important, I need to do this, I need to do that, I forgot this, I forgot that. Or this I need to do after the meditation, I need to do this. Then I need to do that. And then we think about what we need to do after we do our meditation, while we do our meditation. Yeah, how do you get calm? When you constantly think about, what you're going to do. Constantly, painting up the pictures of the future, what we need to do, what we're going to do. And not living in the present moment. The present moment is just this one breath or this one Buddha. That is the present moment when we do samatha, when we do calm meditation. This is the present moment. How is the Buddha at the moment? How is the breath at the moment? How is the Buddha at this moment? Going from one moment to the next moment. This moment has stopped, the next moment comes. Not going 5 moments ahead. Oh, I still have to sit half an hour. Then we are off. Then we are gone. And the practice is not taking any fruits. Just remember, just like I said last time. The moment we wake up in the morning, we know this is our meditation object. And then we stick to our meditation object. No matter if we are eating, no matter if we are going on Pindapat, no matter if we are washing our robes or taking care of our bowl. Where are your thoughts all the time? When you go on Pindapat, where are your thoughts? When you eat, where are your thoughts? After eating, where are your thoughts? Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. Now, the routine is very simple. And that is the beauty of it. The beauty of this monastery is that the routine is very simple, and we should stick to the routine, or get our mind to stick to the routine. There's nothing more important than repeating the Buddha or watching our breath, observing the breath, and knowing at any moment, how is the breath? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it is it slow? Is it fast? Same with the Buddha. Deep, shallow, slow, fast. But this is too strenuous for us to do. It's just like, Buddha, breath, We don't want to know it because, there we have to have the sati, this awareness, of how the breath is or how the Buddha is. And that makes us a lot of trouble. We just want to stay with the calm. calm, and then it disappears, and then we want to stay again with the calm, or with this feeling or that feeling. Oh, it's a nice feeling. I want to stay with this. Not doing the work. Understand that how important it is. Or then when the mind gets calm, we're not off. Because our sati is not there. If our sati is there, we see, it's getting calm, and we don't go onto the feeling of calm, but we stay with the Buddha, or we stay with the breath. That's it. Because if you stay with the Buddha, we know each Buddha, and then we don't not off. But if you stay with the calm, you instantly not off, and then everything hurts, when we come out, out of our sleep, we're sitting there, but we fell asleep. We fell asleep. Yes, it is effort, but why are we? Why did we choose to come here? Why did we choose, to become monks? For what purpose? Ask yourself. You want to do life after life after life. Next life, when you're born as a human being. Train yourself, how to walk. Train yourself how to talk. Train yourself how to write and read and think. 15 years, we need to train this body, before we can use it. You have to find some motivation, to get you going. And not distract yourself with this and this. Oh yes, this is important. Oh, that is important. And I need to do this. No. What you need to do is, stay with the Buddha or stay with the breath. That's what your task is. Just like Lungta Mahabua said, the task of a monk, of a forest monk, is walking Trankrom and sitting in Samadhi. Nothing else. He didn't talk about building this monastery, or building that cheetah, or doing this or doing that. Oh, we can have sati when we do this. We can have sati. No, you don't have sati. It's not the same. Because when you sit in Samadhi, you have to fight the kilesas. You have to fight the kilesas of boredom. You have to fight the kilesas of tiredness. You have to fight the kilesas of restlessness. You have to fight the... And you don't want to, because it is difficult. It's tough. Go through it. Take the time, take the opportunity you have. Think about all these people in this world, they don't have the opportunity. And think about the generosity of the Thai people who provide us with this opportunity. And then what you do, you waste the opportunity. Oh yeah, I'm a monk. And that's it? A monk has certain tasks. And what kind of task does he have? Walking Trankrom? Or doing walking meditation and sitting meditation. That is his task. Why is it that you don't put so much effort into the practice that you get calm? Because once the mind is calm, once the mind stops thinking, once the mind stops memorizing, that is what you're looking for. The happiness that comes with the state of samadhi. Why go out? Or if you're if you're thrown out, why don't you go back? The state of samadhi, after all these years, you should be able to go into it. I was working when I started practicing. I practiced 2 hours a day, or sometimes 3 hours a day, on the weekend 6 hours a day. And after 1.5 years, I got the mind so calm that it went into samadhi. And then once it went into samadhi, I said, why putting all my effort in my worldly life? If I get the things that I was looking for all my life, when I do sitting meditation and walking meditation. And I said, okay, forget about the work, forget about the worldly life, let's go into homelessness. And let's just practice. Yeah? But this motivation, this determination, this is lacking, you found enough dukkha, to stop what you were doing, and come here to the monastery, and now there is not enough dukkha, for you to be motivated to do the practice. There's so many things, little things, that you can do and that you can distract yourself. You should keep on this motivation, that brought you here. Remember why you came here, Remember it, Mostly was dukkha, You were dissatisfied with the life, You're dissatisfied with the work, dissatisfied with the circumstances you were living in, Dissatisfied, you couldn't find the happiness, And that's why you came to the monastery. No? But now after a few months of becoming a monk, then it is comfortable. I don't have so much dukkha anymore. So we forget to practice. So remember, the work of a samana, the work of a recluse, the work of a monk is sitting in samadhi and walking tranquil, walking meditation. And in the beginning, he gets his mind calm until he reaches samadhi where the mind stops thinking and memorizing. Is that clear? Until it really stops. There is no more thoughts and there are no more memories coming up. There is just a pure experience. There is no ego, there is nothing, there is nobody taking hold of the experience in samadhi. And that's where we find peace, that's where we find happiness. Or even some people find pity, tears running down. That was the state I was always looking for my whole life. And now, how do I get it? Just sticking to the Buddha, or just sticking to the breath. And the next time we go into samadhi, we are just looking for this experience instead of doing our work. That is the biggest mistake, that most of us do. We're looking for the results that we got yesterday, or the day before, or a week before, or a month before, instead of doing the work that leads to this. That's why I compare, practicing meditation with digging a hole. As long as we dig, there will be a hole. If we stop digging and looking for the hole, there is no hole. Remember it. And the digging is sticking to the Buddha, or returning to the Buddha, or returning to the breath. That is digging the hole. As long as we dig the hole, there will be a hole. And sooner or later, maybe it is difficult, there are lots of stones, the progress is very slow, but sooner or later we will reach a hole where we can hide ourselves. And that is exactly what a samadhi is, it's a safe place, we don't see the world, or the world doesn't touch us anymore. And we can go even deeper, From the upachara samadhi, we go on, stick to the breath or stick to the Buddha, until we can't think Buddha anymore, until the mind is so concentrated it cannot form any more thoughts. And then we jump to the knowingness that knows that we cannot form any more thoughts. And then we can reach Appana Samadhi. Appana Samadhi, the first wonder of meditation. Remember this, Why do you deprive yourself of these experiences? Ask yourself, why do I deprive myself and look for this fake gold, Instead of getting the real gold, instead of getting the real thing, you look for the fake thing, this moment of happiness, that moment of satisfaction, No. The real thing is, when you look, upachara samadhi, it is already quite solid, and then when you go into appana samadhi, with the Buddha it is clear, the moment you cannot even you cannot even form one thought, and then you jump to this knowingness, And then you disappear in Appana Samadhi. And Appana Samadhi is a preview of Nibbana. I mean, if you want to know what this whole path that the Lord Buddha talks about is like, then go into Appana Samadhi. Of course, it is not easy. It takes your full effort. Not only 2 hours or 3 hours of meditation. You have to do at least 16, 17, 18 hours of meditation, practice it. And no interaction with anything, no interaction with anybody. Just constantly in the moment you wake up, like it was for me, the moment I woke up, there was the Buddha, or for me it was the breath, until I went to sleep. I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, and got up at 6 o'clock. And that for months, not just for one day. And then later on I reduced it to 1.5 hours. And the rest of the day, I was practicing. And that's how you reach Appana Samadhi. You completely focus, you're completely determined, and you don't want anything else. You don't want any interaction. And this is not necessary. The only thing that you're interested, am I with my Buddha? Am I with my breath? And then you can enter Appana Samadhi. But if there's a lack of determination, then you won't. I'm tired. Today the meditation is not good, let's wait until tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow it is better, Or today it is difficult, All these things. How will you ever get there? How will you ever see? And once you get into Appana Samadhi, the moment you come out, the only thing you want to do is going back in there. It's the same, it's similar to Upachara Samadhi. When you're really rested, you come out and you see all these senses constantly bombarding you. The senses of hearing, the senses of seeing, the senses of feeling and of touching, Before you were in the class house, you saw them from far away, but they didn't touch you. This is the thing about Upachara Samadhi. You see, you still see, you still feel, you hear, but it is so far away, so it doesn't bother you. Even if it is cold or if it is hot, it doesn't bother you. Because it's so far away. You can say you're spaced out, but you still can feel these things, Or some people have nimittas and see images, or see images of their past lives or things like that. All sorts of things can happen in Upachara Samadhi. In Appana Samadhi, nothing happens. There's knowingness, and the knowingness doesn't know of any object. So it's pure knowingness. And the only thing, is, you dive into Appana Samadhi, and the next moment, you come out. Because there is no time, and there's no space in Appana Samadhi. That's why it's called Nibbana. Endless, eternity. And then we come back into this world. With all these things, with this constant bombardment of the senses, constant bombardment. And thought is a sense, It's one of the senses, it's the sixth sense, I have to do this now, So once we are in Upachara Samadhi, what is the next task? The next task is, of course, investigation. Investigation of the body. And investigation of bodily feelings together. The first thing is that we are confronted is bodily pain. Our knee hurts, our back hurts, this hurts. So we investigate it. What is pain? How does it feel like? Where is it? Is it constant? Is it moving? Is it changing? That's how we investigate. We ask the right questions. We don't ask the question why there is pain, because that makes us think. We ask what is pain, and we want to know. We look at it, we go with our concentration that used to be with the Buddha, or used to be with the breath. We go from the breath then on to the to the point of pain. And then we start to investigate. Ask it the right question. The first thing is, what is pain? I want to know, I want to understand what is pain. So I look at it, I observe it, just I observe the breath or the Buddha. I observe the pain. So is it moving? Is it changing? Is it constant? Is it area? Is it point-wise? Where is it? Yeah? Is it in the skin? Is it in the tendons? Is it in the flesh? Is it in the bones? Yeah? And when you think it is in the bones, and then ask yourself, I have bones since I was born. Why is there only now pain? Yeah? Or the flesh, other things, the same thing. The moment you think you have an answer, then ask yourself, yeah? You have this body, for your whole life, yeah? And you were not constantly in pain. And now this pain is very special. Yeah? And if you investigate it and still investigate until you closely come up to the true answer, it moves to another point. Okay, what do? Yeah? Then you go with your concentration to the next point. And you do that until it shows you where it's coming from. Yeah? And it takes a long time, it just, yeah. It's not pleasant. Yeah? But because of our interest, we are just so interested in understanding what is pain, yeah, by observing it, that we are not even bothered by the pain. That is the thing. The moment we get interested in something, we are not bothered by it. We are only bothered if we want to do something else. Yeah? We are bothered by the pain if we want to get calm, and there is no calm coming. Yeah? We are bothered by the pain, if we want to concentrate on our Buddha, or if we concentrate on the breath, yeah? and we can't concentrate because there is the pain. Yeah? We are bothered by the pain. But if we get interested in the pain, the side effect, that it is painful, disappears, and we just see it. Yeah? We just observe it. We just investigate it. Yeah? Really, truly investigate it until it shows us where it is actually coming from. Yeah? The source. Because how can it move from one knee to the next knee, and in the first knee where we thought it was excruciating pain, suddenly there is no more pain. Huh? How can it be? And then it moves to the next knee, then it moves to the back, or it moves to the shoulders, or wherever it moves. Yeah? Follow it up. Yeah? At each place, you do the same investigation until you closely come to the truth, and then it shifts. Yeah? What happens in the beginning when we first do pain investigation? It disappears. Okay, then I go back to the Buddha. It doesn't shift, it just disappears because we get interested. Yeah? The killis are just trying out, can they bother us with pain? Yeah? Can they distract us with pain? And if you concentrate on pain, they just let it disappear. Yeah? But after a while, if you sit for 3 or 4 hours, then it really comes. Yeah? And then there are 3 stages of pain. Yeah? And if we go through the 3 stages of pain, we are not afraid of death, yeah? Because we know all the pain and we know we can deal with it, yeah? So that is the first investigation of bodily feeling, yeah? And then we start to investigate the body, yeah? We are born in the body, we die in the body, and we have never gotten out of the body, so we believe we are the body, yeah? So let's cut it up. Cut the body up. Put all the body parts in front of us, until nothing sits, until none of the body parts is anymore on the seat where we sit, and everything is in front of us. Then we look at the mess, and then we look at each of the body parts, and then we decide which of the body parts is the body, or what is the body? It's just an assembly of different body parts, yeah. And then we can assemble it back. Yeah? We can assemble it in any way. Yeah? There's so much, there's so much fantasy, there's so much ingenuity, within how you do it. Yeah? You have to make it interesting. Yeah? So you put the head between the legs, you put the legs at the shoulders and so on, and look at it, Do you call this a body, and whatever. Let your imagination run wild, but do it really. Yeah? Until you understand the body is the body, and the cheetah who observes this thing, who observes these body parts that are laid in front of us, is the cheetah. And the cheetah and the body are two different things. Until it clicks, when you put all body parts out. Maybe you have to do it 100 times, or 1,000 times, or 1,000,000 times. But once, sooner or later, the deeper the investigation is, sooner or later it will click, and it will separate itself out. And then you really know the cheetah is the cheetah and the body is the body. And that's what we need, for the liberation, for entering the stream. That is the third fetter, the view that the body is self. And the second fetter is, not keeping the silas, not keeping the 5 precepts, or when you are here in the monastery, not keeping the 8 precepts. And the first one is the doubt. Doubt that there's heaven, doubt that there's hell. Doubt that there are beings in heaven, doubt that there are beings in hell. That is the first fetter. Doubt that there's karma, doubt that there's good karma, bad karma, results of karma, and so on. And we have to cut them. We have to cut the first 3 fetters in order to enter Sotapanna, to enter the stream. And once we enter the stream, we are on the safe side. Because if we have not entered the stream at the end of our death, we don't know how many more lives we have. Millions, billions, trillions. You know how long it takes to become a Buddha or become an Arahant? How many eons? 1 eon is uncountable times. 60, 80, 90 eons for becoming an Arahant. 180 eons, for becoming a Buddha. At least that is what, Luang Pu Man, was hinting at. So, I've done half of my Buddha time. And it was probably 90 eons. If I remember it correctly. I have to do 90 more eons. That's so much to come. Let's finish it now. And then he finished it in this lifetime. Get motivated. Don't look for the fake goal, get the real one. And the real one is in your heart. That's where it is. That's where the happiness arises. It always arises there. That's also where the greed arises. That's always also where the hate arises. It arises right here in the heart. So why do we always constantly look outside? This person is getting on my nerve. This person does something wrong. Why always put our attention onto something else? Instead of putting it on the right place where it is all started. And it all starts here in the heart. So why don't we stick with the heart, or the chitta? It's the same thing. And go inside, and see, before there is a thought coming, the intention of the thought. That is where when we have sati, we see the intention. There's an intention to think. It just tells us the direction, and then slowly the thought develops. That is when we have sati to see that. I don't know. What did you do in your lives? Get interested in how this whole concept. What is the I? What is the ego? How this is working. But you're interested in the stars. How the stars are moving. How this world is developing, and so on and so on. Not how this yourself is. Constantly manufactured. Okay, so now enough for today. Do you have any questions? Yeah.
Is it possible to come on Bindabat tomorrow and walk with the monks?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Just walk behind. Dhamma. ชอบอาบแดดแล้ว
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
Sorry. Does the cheetah give rise to consciousness?
To what?
To consciousness?
Yeah. It's all within the cheetah, just like I said, greed, the 5 khandhas, The fifth khandha, the body, of course, is not within the chitta, but everything else. Thought, memory, consciousness is all within the chitta. And then the mental feeling is also within the chitta, and the bodily feeling is in the body.
It's the consciousness that receives the sense stimulus.
Yes. Just knows a sense has come.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't know, consciousness tells us a sense input, And then memory, tries, recalls, what sense is and what the sense is, So, I mean, it tells us first, it is hearing, and then it tells us what we hear. It would be, consciousness, it's very difficult, Don't don't go with the difficult things, go with the easy things first. When you can investigate consciousness, you will see it, it is coming, going, coming, going, coming, going. And it's so fast that we can't see it, we can't perceive it.
Yeah, I'm just reading a book and it's all laid out. I've never read it like that before, so understanding a lot.
Okay. So, question answered, or?
Yeah.
That's also, a remembrance, the daily reflection, Ajahn Martin, Are you doing it every day? Huh? I'm talking to you. You don't do it?
I'm not sitting and doing like I reflect often, of course.
No. It is important, how often do I say it, Huh? I haven't said it for a while, Tansiri. No, I haven't talked about for a while, so the people forget it, Huh? He doesn't do it every day, Huh? Are you doing it every day? Daily reflection is very important to understand what is going on in our life, during the day. Just like I told you, the Thais, reflect, Don't judge it, when I woke up with what kind of thought or what kind of memory did I wake up, then go to the next moment, what did I do then, and see, what follows what, But don't judge it was good or was bad, because then you're off, We just want to know what happened, Please, for your own, but If you like this life, there are more billions of lives to come. Huh? ใจสงบบ้างไหม ทำไมความคิดของเราไม่เหมือนโทรศัพท์มือถือก็ไม่มีเงียบนะมีคำถามไหม
คือช่วงหนึ่งที่ปฏิบัติก็คือเวลาผู้ทำสมาธิแบบพุทโธหรือว่าดูลมหายใจไปแล้วมันจะว่าเราก็จะรู้สึกว่าเราคิดอะไรไปเราก็จะรู้เพราะกลับพุทโธแต่ช่วงนี้มันเหมือนกับว่ามันรู้ถี่ค่ะคือมันรู้แบบนี่ไวขึ้น
อะไรไวขึ้น
หมายถึงว่าเรารู้ว่าเราคิดอะไรแล้วเราก็แบบจับว่าเราคิดแล้วเราก็กลับมาพุทโธไวขึ้นอย่างเงี้ยพอมันมีความรู้สึกว่ามันเหนื่อยกับการรู้พวกนี้แบบเยอะอะไรเงี้ย
มันกิเลสก็โลเข้านะก็เมื่อรู้นะเมื่อรู้ของคิดกำลังออกไม่ต้องสนใจคิดอะไรบ้างก็กลับพุทโธแต่กิเลสก็อยากรู้นะมันจะออกจับได้เนี่ยมันใช่ไหมจับได้ในของเราก็มันลงตัวแล้ว
แล้วก็อีกอย่างหนึ่งคือเวลานั่งไปช่วงนี้ก็คือหมายถึงว่าจิตดวงที่ดูลมหายใจหรือว่าจับพุทโธเนี่ยมันก็จะจับอยู่นี่แหละแล้วก็มีอีกอันนึงที่แบบว่าเหมือนกับว่ามันคิดแล้วเหมือนกับว่า มันตกหลุดกับความง่วงนอนเยอะนะคะหลวงพ่อมันก็เลยเหมือนกับว่ามัน
ก่อนความง่วงจะมีอะไรมีคิดอะไรบ้างไหม
ก็มีเจ้าค่ะพอเหมือนกับว่าจิตที่อยู่กับลมหายใจแล้วก็อยู่กับพุทโธเนี่ยมันจะรู้ตลอดมันจะรู้อยู่ว่าอยู่ตรงนี้ตลอดเวลาอีกอันนึงมันก็เหมือนกับว่าคิดเรื่องนั่นเรื่องนี้ทั้งอดีตทั้งปัจจุบันทั้งอนาคตอะไรเงี้ยคิดไปเรื่อยเปื่อยแล้วทีนี้สุดท้ายมันก็เหมือนกับง่วงมาง่วงลงมาอย่างเงี้ยนะคะแล้วก็สะดุ้งตื่นแล้วก็มันก็จะกลายเป็นว่าจับลุกออกจากสมาธิว่าเราคิดอย่างนี้นะคะคุณพ่อ
ก็ส่วนมากก็มันสติยังไม่พอยังไม่เห็นนะผมเบื่อนะผมเบื่อนะเมื่อผมเบื่อนะมันความคิดขึ้นมานะมันผมเบื่อเวลาจับความคิดนี้ผมไม่ใช่เบื่อนะน่าสนใจเกิดอะไรขึ้นความง่วงก็หายไปทันทีนะเพราะว่าเมื่อไม่สนใจนะเมื่อไม่อยากดูไม่อยากตึงกับนะมันจะมาทำให้เราง่วงนะเดี๋ยวมันไม่เห็นความคิดนะน่าเบื่อนะโอ้สนใจเกิดอะไรขึ้นนะมันทันทีของเราตื่นขึ้นมามันสติเต็มที่นะแต่2 นาทีต่อไปแล้วต้องเรียกกลับขึ้นอีกแล้วนะสนใจเกิดอะไรขึ้นกำลังนะกำลังเข้าสมาธินะลูกนะต้อง
ทำให้
พยายามต้องทำให้เราสนใจเมื่อเห็นอยู่กำลังตกเวลาเห็นตกแล้วนะโอเคสนใจเกิดยังไงมันความคิดก็บอกเขาก่อนเนี่ยความคิดบอกว่าเนี่ยน่าเบื่อนี่การเช็คกำลังขึ้นมานะบอกว่าไม่สนนะกำลังง่วงนะหรือความคิดบอกนะแต่บอกไม่ใช่บอกครั้งเดียวนะมันพยายามนะของเรามันเชื่อมันนะมันแค่เรียกก็เอานะโอเคเนี่ยอาหารดีๆนะอาหารดีๆนะแต่ต้องหลายครั้งนะจะเห็นความคิดแบบนี้ก็หลายครั้งนะและเมื่อชับครั้งแรกนะพอก็ไม่สนใจนะสนใจเกิดอะไรขึ้นเดียวนี้มันผ่านไปมันไม่หายไปนะแต่เวลาครั้งที่3ครั้งที่4แล้วกิเลสก็เข้ามานะแล้วพอก็อาหารดีๆนะง่วงเหนื่อยนะแล้วมันจะลมเลยนะลมชมเลยนะมีสติดีแล้วก็ชับได้เมื่อยังไม่มีสติพอก็อะไรเกิดขึ้นนะแล้วท่านจะในบางที่ก็เดินกลับก่อนนี่ก็เกิดอะไรขึ้นก่อน
ที่จะ
ใช่ช่วงลงนะเกิดอะไรขึ้นนะความคิดอะไรความช้ำอะไรที่เกิดขึ้นเราเคยความรู้สึกอะไรนะถึงเห็นอยู่นะเดินกลับก็บางที่ก็สำคัญมากนะในชีวิตของเราเหมือนกันนะเวลาทำงานอยู่นะตอนเย็นก็นั่งสมาธิก็ครึ่งชั่วโมงก็40 นาทีหลังจากนี้ก็เดินกลับนะอะไรเกิดขึ้นนะเวลาเจอคนนี้ก็คิดอะไรบ้างนะอะไรความรู้สึกอะไรบ้างนะเนี่ยนะนี่ถึงเห็นนะมันฝึกสติดีขึ้น
มันคือว่ามาคิดย้อนดู
คิดย้อนดูที่ผ่านมานะแต่ไม่ต้องบอกดีหรือไม่ดีเนี่ยอย่าทำนะของเราอยากดูอันเดียวเกิดอะไรขึ้นนะความรู้สึกแบบไหนเกิดอะไรขึ้นนะนี่ทำให้เรานะมันเห็นหลายอย่างที่ไม่เคยเห็นนะเพราะว่าของเราคิดว่าโอ้ยนี่เป็นปัญหานะแต่ปัญหาเกิดกับความคิดนะมองดูนะมันจะเกิดอะไรขึ้นนะเมื่อทำทุกวันโอ้ย1 ปีนะมันสติมันจะถึงนะพอแล้วมีคำถามอีกไหมจะกลับพรุ่งนี้
ถ้าเขามารับ